Well, I know for a fact one of my favorites is coming.
See, Sadat, man, listen. I wish I could pick your brain right now. Hey, what is up, chat? Deeper Depths here with the Deeper Level. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas as I'm doing this video on Christmas Day. So happy holidays to you and your family for those of you who celebrated. As we approach the new year, that means we are getting closer to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, I am hosting weekly podcasts called The State of Suicide Squad, which are going to be hosted on Sundays. We kicked off our first episode of that this past Sunday, as in yesterday, Christmas Eve. And let me tell you, we had a blast. Shout out to Sadat the Gamer, King Greek, shout out to Sway, shout out to Hoarder Gamer, shout out to Unseeable Ghost, and just everybody that was involved and a part of the podcast. I truly appreciate y'all hanging out with us on Christmas Eve. But we got into some very interesting topics of discussion. So some cool stuff was discussed. Now, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to get you ready, because there is a huge content drop that's about to come. Now, this is unofficially, this is from Miller, which is data miner. So as we were on the podcast yesterday, we kind of talked about that. Miller was on the podcast of Sadat the Gamer and J-Shock Blast, which is the After Show podcast. So shout out to the After Show podcast. And in that episode, he basically was talking about, some different things that he saw in the game, just from, files and things of that nature. Now, of course, this is unofficial. So again, this is not, endorsed by Rocksteady themselves. So I don't know about this, but this is just what, was mentioned on the podcast yesterday, that there's an article that he's writing because the leaker that initially had put the information out about the leak recanted that and actually apologized to Rocksteady Studios because the information was incorrect and it was taken out of context. So Miller is dropping an article, I believe sometime today from what I was told, and if it doesn't happen today, it'll definitely happen this week, just kind of correcting the leaker and the misinformation that was shared, just to kind of clear that whole situation up. So anyhow, so definitely look out for that. Again, I'm super excited for this game. We are taking callers and call-ins on my podcast on Sunday. So if you have a point of view that you would like to discuss, or if you have a question for any of us that is on the panel, I have been sending out links to get you into the studio so that you can come live on the stream and present your point of view or either ask your question. So definitely look out for that. Inbox me on my Twitter if that's something that you're interested in, or X, or whatever they're calling that app these days. But my handle on Twitter or X is at the Deeper Depths. So send me an inbox message if you're interested in presenting a question. Again, you will be on the show for a few minutes just to get your point of view across. Now, again, we're not here to debate and to argue, but as many of y'all saw, if you watched the first episode, which I'm going to leave a link in the description below, if it is a sensible point of view, if it is a legitimate concern that we can discuss sensibly, without it being rage bait or trying to get people out of character, I'm willing to do that all day long. In fact, I brought up one of the points that somebody on my channel left in a comment, which was actually a legitimate concern. So go back and watch this podcast if you hadn't seen it yet. But this is Deeper Depth signing out on the Deeper Level. Again, Merry Christmas to everybody, and I will see you again on the next video. Peace.
Pull up to the spot, blaze, chopping, valet parking, red carpet, pause the scene like a DVR show stopping. Bartender, when we hit the club, it's bottle popping. We know how to celebrate, we know how to celebrate.
We won, we won, we won, we won, we won, we won.